This video was taken before the Kanye tweets. I was not aware. That did not happen. Now follow my Instagram at ChaltomCTG. Quit being a bitch. Quit being a hoe. This is the last video y'all will see of the old setup. I'm the rubber band man. The band man. Hold on, my fault. Go ahead.
And that bitch call me the sand, man. I roll this gas, man. And that shit put me to sleep, man. Just like the sand, man. Yo, on a rubber band, man. Go get some bands, man. Yo.
Yeah. You see the hang time? You see the hang time? Kanye shirt on today. I'm feeling like Kanye. Hold on. Why am I doing look like this? Chaltom, did you see Kanye's wife at the Grammy? Yes, nigga. Next question. A$AP Rocky. Pretty Boy Flacco. Pause. A$AP Rocky is on a road to a 24-year prison sentence.
Huh?
What the fuck? I don't know what. I'm kind of out of the loop. I've seen A$AP Rocky, you know, I've seen he been popping up in court and saying he faced years. I don't even know what happened. How did this even happen? But I need a full breakdown from start to finish. How did, I don't even know how you, now before matter of fact, no, I'm gonna speak about the situation before I even know about the situation. We're real, yeah, I'm real over here. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm staying on my take. This nigga is successful, not to glaze. A$AP Rocky is a successful ass nigga. How the fuck do you even get into this situation? How is this even, how are you in this? I'm seeing thumbnails. They saying whoever was on the stand was lying. They saying A$AP Rocky was crying in court. Are they lying? I don't know. Don't send people for me. Cause I don't know what I'm gonna do, but that was probably gonna be some cap. I don't even know how you get in this situation, bro. I feel like once I get money, I'm gonna just start moving like the president. You should have secret security everywhere. You're A$AP Rocky. What is Rihanna doing? Still not dropping music, but it's cool. I feel you. Y'all got more important shit to focus on. I get it. This is gonna be a long ass video though. I'm not gonna lie. So please drop one of these, gang. Y'all know how I get during these motherfucking reactions, bro. Damn, like how, bro? I've been trying to find everywhere. There ain't been no videos explaining nothing. Not A$AP. And I just started listening to A$AP Rocky music. I'm not gonna lie. So far, my favorite album is At Long Last. A$AP, the deluxe. I'm a casual. I'm gonna assume that's like the most popular one. I'm a casual because I like the most popular one. Okay, I'll just eat that dick up. All right. Sorry, nigga. I said I just started listening to Rocky. My bad, bro. I'm sorry. My favorite album wasn't At Long Last, Big Cocks back in 2006. I'm sorry. I don't know what the album is. My bad. I'm a casual. Where my headset? It's right here. Talk to me, Loesta. Back to back, Loesta reactions. My bad, bro. My bad. I don't usually like to do them like that. My bad, bro. But I need to get hip.
A$AP Rocky has become one of the biggest icons of the modern hip-hop era.
That nigga do kind of look good though. Pause. Nah, I don't gotta pause that. Yo, as niggas, we can acknowledge when another nigga look good.
Huh?
And I don't think that's gay. You can look at a nigga and be like, that's a good looking nigga. We shouldn't have to pause that, bro. I don't know why you looking at me sideways. Come on, stop. You know exactly what I'm talking about too. That's one of them things when niggas won't say out loud. Everybody do it, but nobody's gonna say it out loud. You can tell when a nigga look good. Pause. I'm gonna continue to pause after all of these just so y'all can understand where I'm coming from. Like, bro, y'all be on some just bullshit. I hate it when niggas just lie just to lie because everybody else is lying. We all lying. So what? We can tell when a nigga look good when they walk past us like, oh, that's a good looking nigga. We all wipe our ass and smell the toilet paper. But we won't say it out loud. But if we say it out loud, we gonna be like, you stink booty, Bro, we all do it. We all like to smell the fingernails or toenails. I completely forgot what video I was watching. Hold on. Let's restart that.
A$AP Rocky has become one of the biggest icons of the modern hip-hop era. From his origins of developing his own Houston-influenced sound that captivated the world, all the way through to his experimental work that pushed the boundaries of music and hip-hop fashion in the years to come. But it wasn't just his professional endeavors that he was winning. In recent years, he carved out a life for himself away from both the recording studio and the runways of the world. Alongside his longtime partner Rihanna, Rocky had 2 young kids and appeared to be the picture of happiness.
He had 2 kids, or he has 2 kids. Rocky got 2 kids, and he facing 24. Bro, oh my gosh, I'd be fucked up. I don't know how long I'd last in jail, to be honest. I'm gonna be real. Realistically, I think I'm in prison. No, in jail. Okay, yeah, in jail. I think I'll last about a couple hours. Yeah, I think I'll last about a couple hours for sure. But after that couple hours, they're gonna feed me to the wolves. They're gonna send the booty warrior on my ass, bro. I'm not going out without a fight.
Big guy turned 1 today, so you know.
Isn't it crazy how it goes fast, right? And you know this now because it's your second child.
Right? I mean, 2 boys as well. It's just like, time speeds up when you become a dad, man. It's crazy.
But he still wasn't intent on becoming a stay-at-home dad.
Damn,
he actually had a lot planned. alongside the fact that he was set to serve as co-chair of the next Met Gala next to Pharrell Williams and LeBron James in May. He also
co-chair? What? Wait, I have no idea what that is. What is co-chair? I know what Met Gala is. I don't know what the fuck a co-chair is. Wait, I'm not. Wait, I'm gonna assume that's good. Next to LeBron? Next to LeBron, nigga? Pharrell, yeah, Pharrell too. Nigga, LeBron? Okay, Rocky.
He took a starring role in Spike Lee's Hot Gala next to Pharrell Williams and LeBron James in May. He also took a starring role in Spike Lee's Highest to Lowest, and of course, released his long-awaited new record, Don't Be Dumb. But now, he might be in a situation—
Man, we knew he wasn't gonna drop this shit, though. He even said it in the title. That was not gonna drop this shit. I was ready for that reaction, too. I feel like that would have been a legendary reaction. Let me sit down. I'm on dick.
But now, he might be in a situation where not only will these career moves not take place, but he could even wind up missing his kids grow up. As after a series of legal issues throughout his life, this one might be the instance which really brings everything he's worked so hard to create down around him. It's your boy Luesta, and this is A$AP Rocky's road to a prison sentence. At the moment, Flacco is on trial. Facing a charge of assault with a deadly weapon, Rocky could be looking at serious jail time. However, he's turning down cooperation and refusing to make admissions of guilt.
Our cameras caught A$AP Rocky this morning headed into and leaving an LA court as jury selection began in his felony assault trial.
At every turn, he's refused to publicly acknowledge the case. In fact, he's just been flaunting the lavish lifestyle that he's used to.
Bro, imagine you have to go to court. Court takes fucking forever. I wouldn't know from personal experience, but I've seen the Menendez brothers. Okay, so I think I'm pretty qualified. Imagine you walk outside of the courtroom and there's just a million cameras and just flashes everywhere. I just started turning into the Hulk, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That would hit a nerve only my mama could hit. Talking about some clean the room. Like you see me cleaning, mom, you can see me cleaning the room. I just turned my monitor off. Mama, I love you.
But now that the trial is officially underway, a recent run-in with the paparazzi hints that he might be unraveling, showing cracks in the composed demeanor he's managed to maintain over the past few months. Struck with the possibility of spending decades behind bars, Rocky and his legal team will have a lot on their mind right now. But while it might be the most severe, this is not Flacco's first issue with the law. Throughout his career, A$AP Rocky has never exactly been known as a tough guy. In fact, he's better known as a fashion killer than a real one. But make no mistake, Rocky didn't live a pampered life. Raised in Harlem, a young Rakim Myers' life was turned upside down when his father was incarcerated on drug charges. With little to no money coming in, he and his mother were forced to live in homeless shelters. Just a year later, tragedy struck when his brother Ricky was killed on the very street that they grew up on.
What?
Left with no other options, Rocky soon began following in his father's footsteps by dealing drugs on the streets of New York, admitting in an interview that, at like 13, I started selling weed. By 14, 15, I was selling crack in the Bronx.
At 13, he was selling weed. At 14, 15, he was selling crack. Bro, what? That shit don't even sound real. Damn, bro. That shit hurt my heart, man. I ain't gonna lie, that the one cameraman that was in front of me, he tried to move. Hey, bro. Why are you standing in front of, if you see me walking this way to get to the courtroom, why the fuck would you stand in front of my line of vision with that fat ass 1950s ass camera? Get the fuck out the way, nigga, move. I would have caught another case right there. I would have punched that nigga in this fucking shit.
So that was my life for a few years. Although he never went into a great deal of detail about that era of his life, he did admit that he only seized that life when music began to take off. I stopped around Memorial Day. It's been hard, and it got harder last summer. I was kind of broke and had to really be strong because we were really striving to be independent, you know what I mean? But now money is not really a big issue. I'm just focused on life right now. I'm having fun with this music shit in my career. Thankfully for Rocky, he was never jammed up on any charges relating to the days of slinging in the streets. But that's not to say that he didn't serve some time as a juvenile. When Rocky was just 16 years old, he was apprehended for firing a gun at a neighborhood bully in Harlem. As a result, he spent time on the infamous Rikers Island, which is one of the most terrifying prisons in the entirety of the USA.
When I was a minor though, it wasn't when I was an adult. So hopefully it's still off my record. And basically he was bothering me, you know what I'm saying? And basically went to jail for this shit.
While he was there, he got into an altercation that created one of the most pause-worthy interview moments in hip-hop history.
I only had to fight one nigga, got that nigga up out of there, thank God. Yeah, I had to fight some nigga in the bathroom, no homo, we slipping on semen. We fight, nigga.
Yo, nigga, what? Nigga, you slipping on semen? Nigga, I haven't seen this in so long. Holy shit. I still don't understand that shit, bro. Like, why did you even... Hey, nigga, what? We was fighting in the bathroom, slipping on semen. Nigga, what does that even... Oh god, yo, nigga, what the fuck are you? Bro, what? You ain't had to add that part. Yo, these niggas is busting nuts on the floor, nigga. That shit is wild. They got arrested on Diddy Island. I gotta stop making Diddy jokes.
I had to fight something in the bathroom. No homo. We slipping on semen. Niggas was fucking off in the bathroom.
Hey, this fucking small one away. Hey, my monitor just turned off.
I got that nigga up out of there. All that shit.
God.
No, this is parts of the story that I don't like to tell because it don't sound believable.
Yeah, right.
Not only that, what I got to prove by telling niggas I've been on the island, I was in jail. All of that don't mean nothing to me. That's not what it's about.
Right.
It's
He said he was slipping on semen. Why is his mic so close to his face? Oh my gosh, there's so many questions, bro.
about staying out of there. And that's why I meant when I said to y'all, I love y'all, and I get it because I was there too.
And although he did tell the stories in interviews, it was clear that he wasn't proud of it, and that he didn't intend for this to be somewhere he would return.
I'm not a bad guy,
yourself.
but I'm not a bad guy, you know what I'm saying? And that's clear right now, and I'm trying to show and prove. Malcolm X got a second chance, you get what I'm saying? So I don't want I never wanted that stigma of anything, you get what I'm saying? I was only 16 years old.
Right.
We talking about
Everybody
12 years
goes
ago. Everybody make
Long time.
mistakes, you feel what I'm saying?
Especially in our circumstances.
In our circumstances, I was in the Bronx, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. And I never was a tough, never, ever. Always been this nigga. Never was tough. It's not my suit at all.
And although he escaped unscathed, he might not have been so lucky if he hadn't found an ally in another budding rapper, drill MC and member of the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation Bloods, Casanova.
ASAP Rocky came through jail.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know this. He FaceTimed me the other day, right? You know who this is? I'm like, yeah, it's ASAP Rocky. Why you doing that to me?
This nigga said he was slipping on semen, bro. I can't get over that. I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry. Let me lock in.
I know who this is. Yeah. Like, you don't remember me? I'm like, no. He said, remember I was locked up with you? Blase. We was in 5 Lower. You know, Mama G. He said, remember you saved my life when you told me not to sit down? Remember the fights we was having with? I said, you was the nigga with the long hair, the pony, the perm. And that was crazy.
He didn't have the perm back.
Yeah, that was nuts. I didn't
had a
even
perm?
know I was with him at all. So then he was like, yo, anything you need from me, let me know. I'm like, all right, if I need you, I'll let you know. He said, yo, I'll jump on that shit too, let me know. I was like, do what you do. Like, I don't press nobody. You know what I'm saying?
And nobody is charging you nothing.
Nah.
True to his word, Rocky's journey to fame and fortune meant that for the most part, he has stayed on the right side of the law. However, there was one small hiccup when he first entered the mainstream, when he was hit with a grand larceny charge stemming from a run-in with 2 photographers.
does that
And in
mean?
this instance, he pleaded guilty. Back in
Grand
2012,
larceny?
he was accused of attacking the 2 men for taking pictures of him while he was yelling at another person. The rapper was also accused of
Grand larceny? Nigga, that sounds like, what is a grand larceny? What type of until dawn shit is, what, nigga, what? He attacked 2 men for snapping pics? This nigga did not go 1v2. Y'all are lying. ASAP went 1v2 and y'all sued this nigga?
grabbing the camera during the incident. In connection to the altercation, ASAP Rocky also faced counts of attempted robbery in the 2nd degree and assault. But the
God damn, what the fuck? Damn, y'all niggas lost to hey, y'all niggas lost to what, a 2v1? He tried to rob y'all niggas too.
charges were dropped in exchange for his guilty plea. All he received was 3 days of community service and a $250 fine. As much as it would have gone on his record, it's a minor offense and one that didn't exactly spell potential problems for Flacco going forward. And for 7 years, Rocky kept himself out of trouble. But in 2019, one fateful trip to Europe would put him behind bars and lead him to become the center of an international debate. First, I gotta tell you guys about today's sponsor, Rocket Money.
Oh yeah. Hey, shout out to Rocket Money. But Rocket Money isn't putting money in my pockets, nigga. I'm sorry.
Rapper ASAP Rocky has been charged with assault in Sweden. The rapper, whose real name is Rakim Mayers, has been held in jail for weeks. But ASAP Rocky says he was acting in self-defense during the incident, which happened while he was in the country on tour.
Wait, why can I not remember this? I feel like this is 2019. I feel like I would have heard of this, right? Why is there no like flashback memory to me ever knowing this?
While on an overseas tour, Rocky got into a physical altercation with a man named Mustafa Jafari. Over the course of the incident, Flacco
Oh, that nigga named Mustafa Jafar. Yeah, he deserved to get his ass whooped. Hold on, wait, what? Let's go back. I'm playing. I'm on Mustafa's. I'm just joking. I'm just playing. I'm trying to focus.
To a physical altercation with a man named Mustafa Jafari. Over the course of the incident, Flacco and his team essentially beat him up, with Rocky claiming self-defense as a result of the guy following them around. And in this new case, this whole thing was captured on video. As dust settled on the fight, Rocky was arrested and taken to a Swedish prison. There, he felt like he faced discriminatory treatment and that he'd have none of these straight away in America. Instead, he would spend weeks alone in a cell with only 1 hour of recreation a day.
We're not going to Sweden for smoke.
I was looking for architecture and furniture design and shit.
Yes.
I was walking around looking.
How does this turn into a case against you?
It was a bunch of factors, bro. Number one, we was in a foreign country. They got their own rules over there. They got their own way of doing things and shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit was prejudice.
Wait, so niggas can't squabble in Sweden? Really? That's where PewDiePie from, right? I don't know if PewDiePie was the best person from Sweden I could think. That was the only person from Sweden I could think of. Who else is from Sweden? Cesaro? No, that nigga from Switzerland, ain't he? What the fuck is Cesaro there? What is Cesaro? Y'all know that he from Switzerland? Watch that nigga be from like Compton or something.
You know, racism, classism, all that shit. You know, that's definitely a factor.
As Flacco remained behind bars, the story galvanized the community behind him. Speaking after the fact, ASAP Mob member Ferg recalled how he tried to keep his spirits up, even though the entire crew had been left in the dark about what was going on.
A week turned into 2 weeks, turned into 3 weeks to a month. Throughout this whole time and process, I was trying to fly out to Sweden to see him, calling his parents, trying to get them together to go.
He's sitting in a pool full of money. That's vibes though, you feel me? That's vibes.
And see what they was doing, but they wouldn't allow us to talk to him or really call him, anything, see him, anything. After like, I think a week or some change, they allowed him phone privileges. And Lou put us on the phone. We was happy to talk to each other. First thing he said, he was like, man, I miss you, I love you. And shit, I want to get out.
Wait, what language do they speak in Sweden? What language do they speak in Sweden?
Here are some results I found. Yiddish, Finnish language, Swedish, Northern Sami, Mount.
They speak Swedish. All right, I'm gonna shoot a free throw for that one. Yep, you win some, you lose some.
And Lou put us on the phone. We was happy to talk to each other. First thing he said, he was like, man, I miss you, I love you. And shit, I want to get out of here. I was like, what you been doing? I said, you been working out, you been reading.
I just hit my
He said, yeah, I've been reading, I've been watching TV. They gave him like a small TV so he could like see all the news about him and stuff like that. So he's stuck overseas. He said, yo, they be playing your...
So A$AP Rocky is stuck overseas. He can't call nobody. They speak in Swedish over there and he's black. That sounds like hell. That's like one step below from being in North Korea, nigga. Allegedly, I think. Because them niggas don't play. That shit is scary as fuck. Nah, that's like 2 steps below. 1 step would be like wherever Brittany Griner was at. Because we had to trade. Ain't that fucking crazy? Bro, niggas was saying the Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis trade is equivalent or is crazier than when we traded the Merchant of Death and Brittany Griner. They said that gotta be like one of them bitches is top 1 or one of them bitches has to be number 1, but they wanted to. I don't even know if Brittany Griner has Brittany Griner even been hooping. Okay, so like 18, 6, 2. You know what? That's actually not that bad. Well, she's shooting pretty efficiently. Hold on now. 50% from 3. Oh, she probably only took like 2 threes. Huh. Oh, okay. My fault, sis. Rock on.
Songs, every time the news come on, he's like, they be playing Working Shabba and shit.
Activism came in other forms too. It even led Tyler, the Creator, spitting a hilarious freestyle on Funk Flex to bring his friend's plight to the world's attention. And even when he was behind bars, it really cracked Rocky up.
I might fly to Sweden to free him, braid my wig, ASAP tat on my ribs, switch with him, then I can all the sweet men that I wanna. Actually, I'm real quick, I'm LeBron. Me and Flex looking in the index for buff net, just for some hot butts.
Hey! Hell no. Or is that him on the phone?
You keep going on, it's crazy.
It's good talking to y'all and shit, man. I really wish I was home. This shit is trash, man.
We do That's too. Him overseas, man.
Miss you a lot. But the good thing is, coming to America is coming on today in English.
Then President Trump got involved, and this shocked the artist and his team, as suddenly his Swedish scuffle had turned into an international incident.
Oh my God! Okay,
I do remember.
Okay, I do remember this shit now. I do remember this now. Okay, that just unlocked something. I do remember seeing something about this now. I don't think I ever went that deep into it though. Pause. Stop looking at me like that. Now this nigga Trump trying to get rid of FAFSA and shit. Fuck! Damn, a nigga can't get some bread. How the fuck am I gonna pay for Harvard, nigga? That was a joke before niggas start getting all political and shit. Everybody shut the fuck. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Everybody shut the fuck up. I don't care. The fact of the matter is, I'm not gonna have fact of the matter is, I'm not gonna be attending Princeton no more, and that's all that matters. This actually just struck some in my head though. This has that much motion to the point where they had to go straight to the press. Them niggas was asking the president to get this app out of there. That's wild.
Suddenly, his Swedish scuffle had turned into an
I know if my black ass went to Sweden right now and did the same shit, I'd be sitting in there today. There ain't no, we gotta get the president to get Chaltom up out of Sweden. That nigga like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? That nigga didn't make at long last ASAP.
His Swedish scuffle had turned into an international incident. Even though it was in Swedish, I heard President Donald Trump and ASAP.
Oh my God. I'm sorry for pausing this time. I remember when Trump tweeted, it's something like, I hope it's been a rocky road of we need you home ASAP or something. I remember that one now. Now it's starting to come back. It's starting to come back.
Rocky, and I woke up out of my sleep, he recalls. I was like, oh fuck. While he depicted his interest in the case as purely for Rocky's welfare, it's reported that Gordon Sondland, the US ambassador to the EU, saw it as a means of political point scoring, telling Trump to let him get sentenced, play the racism card, and give him the ticker tape when he comes home. And no matter the intentions, Rocky feels that the imprisonment becoming a problem for Sweden actively made it worse for him in the short term.
They tweeted, that didn't help you? That hurt you?
Low key, like, that's when they started trying to, like, apply pressure to us and all that. Like, and it was, yeah.
Oh, like the police in the jail?
Yeah, the authorities over there.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah, they was on some sucker shit. They ain't even let us see the embassy or nothing like that for like 2 weeks, and we ain't get no visits. Solitary confinement, no regular jail cell.
A month on from his initial imprisonment, Rocky was found guilty on the assault charge, but wouldn't serve prison time. Once he was back in the States, Rocky admitted that the whole thing shook him, even if he tried to deflect with a joke or two. After all that happened on Scandinavian soil, a lot of people would be bitter or pledge to never return. But instead, Rocky went back to Sweden to do a show.
Based on the preliminary hearing, I mean, we saw the videos of this. It doesn't.
Went back?
It's pretty stark here. He might have to.
This nigga went back? Oh hell, I'm not going back. Shout out to my Swedens. Shout out to Blade and them. I'm not going back. Y'all would not see my ass back in motherfucking Sweden.
Some magic, Joe. Joe might get an acquittal.
So is there video of Rocky shooting Relly?
Allegedly. It is blurry and far enough away that there's going to be some argument about what you're actually seeing.
After the assault in Sweden, it proved that if push came to shove, ASAP's crew wasn't to be messed with. However, what many people didn't realize is that this was due to the emergence of a scar on his face that led him to operate with increased security. For a while, Rocky was rocking a babushka look. And while this deemed fashionable enough for other people to mimic, the origin of it remained a secret, with Flacco even telling fake stories to throw people off the scent. Eventually, GQ sought to demystify what happened. When discussing his new facial imperfection, they said that the tiny one on his left cheek is a result from a fight when he was 15, a spindly tear that stretches from the corner of his mouth to his jawline.
I'm confused. Wait, so why did he start doing it again?
Rocky used to hide it under his silk Gucci scarves. Launching a babushka trend is murkier. When asked how he got the scar, he often made up stories like falling off his scooter or being slapped by an auntie with long nails. But in Swedish court, when explaining why he has a security detail, Rocky mentioned that he had been slashed the previous year. Even now, he's cryptic about the incident. I think shit happens, he tells me, and that night, shit happened.
Bro, like, why though, bro? Niggas is off they rocker, bro. I don't know. I give myself 1 hour in jail. Any jail, nigga. I give myself 1 hour. Cause niggas is just crazy. Like, you think you crazy until you see crazy come around. Dead ass. I'm so for real. You ain't never seen the nigga that you got around and you like, damn, bro, this nigga is... You like, hold on, bro. Start clutching my pearls and shit. I'm like, is this nigga gonna backdoor me? What could ASAP Rocky have possibly done in Swedish jail to the point where a nigga wanted to slash his shit? To the point where a nigga did not give a fuck. That nigga had to be on life already. They already gonna be in that bitch for life. They gonna kill everybody. That shit is scary as fuck. It's like it's a real life like sinister movie. Dude just walking around the cells just slashes shit. You are not Wolverine.
Following the slashing, which apparently happened at a party in New York, Rocky got a little more conscious of his well-being. So he clearly doesn't
This happened at a party in New York? Wait, what? So I just did that whole little thing for no reason? Okay.
take chances anymore. And if you ask his lawyers, what he's experiencing now is just a byproduct of the need to defend himself. Still, for the most part, Rocky has been on a positive path as of late. And when speaking to New York's OGs like Nori, who witnessed his growth in front of them, they were delighted to see where he was now, but ultimately acknowledged that he had everything to lose.
I'm like a therapist.
I know.
I get right through them. A bottle of Ace, some Yala, I get to Yala, and I could get through them, and I could tell you sincerely are happy.
Somebody's at my house. Yeah, but it's them Swedish niggas. Update, it was them. I have trial tomorrow. This is a cool little history right now, but I need to know how he's facing 24 right now. Come on, Luisa.
He had everything to lose.
I'm like a therapist.
I know.
I get right through them. A bottle of Ace, some Yala, I get to Yala, and I could get through them, and I could tell you sincerely are happy. I want to say congratulations to your child on the way. I want to say congratulations.
About to be a pop.
To your wife to be. I want to say congratulations.
Man, to overcome all that shit and come back, and now you don't gotta worry about getting fucking stabbed. Now you don't have to worry about waking up to a fucking soap bottle inside your esophagus. It's like, it's cool, right? Like, it's cool. What happened though?
I'm a married man and I believe in that, so I want you to, lock it up.
Sadly, that moment has unfortunately arrived where he's at risk of having everything he's worked for snatched away. And what's crazier is that rather than the incident being as a result of an issue with a random fan or an attacker at a party in New York, he's at risk of missing out on the beautiful life he's made for himself because of a dispute with a former friend. As his current trial got underway, ASAP Rocky pleaded guilty on 2 felony charges of assaulting his former friend Terrell Efron, better known as ASAP Relly, with a semi-automatic firearm. The legal proceedings that he's found himself in now began in July 2022. Back then, Rocky was ambushed as he got off a private plane following a holiday with Rihanna in Barbados. Any peace he found over there would then be shattered the minute that he stepped off that private jet and onto American soil. According to reports, the duo was blindsided by law enforcement at LAX. Met by a grand total of 10 cops, Rocky was placed in handcuffs and
what the fuck? Like that?
Taken to the LAPD headquarters for processing. Rocky's
like that?
Arrest came in the wake of a previously unreported shooting in Hollywood. According to the authorities, Flacco and 2 other men, since identified as ASAP 12 and ASAP Ills, were involved in a verbal altercation with a then unnamed individual. After things escalated, Rocky apparently discharged 4 shots. Although the victim escaped with a bullet only grazing his left hand, it's clear that the police weren't taking this incident lightly. Taking place between Selma and Argo Ave in Hollywood, the situation stems back to November of 2021, and an investigation has been ongoing for some time before they swooped in. From there, officers executed a search warrant at his Los Angeles residence shortly after he was detained. After using a battering ram to get inside, police would be seen leaving with possible evidence.
Yo, these niggas tripping. They gotta use a battering ram to get into this nigga crib and take his shit. Bro, what am I watching right now?
It seems that the reason for the police's aggressive tactics at the airport was because they believed they might find the weapon used in the assault on the person and wanted to ensure that neither he nor his team could dispose of it. They even denied Rihanna's request to enter the property to retrieve some of her own possessions. With Rocky apparently taken by surprise by the whole ordeal, it wouldn't be long before the alleged victim would unveil their identity to the public. The man's name is ASAP Relly, a longtime member of the crew who would file a civil suit for assault, battery, and emotional distress against Flacco in addition to the criminal charges. In November,
what is emotional distress? What is that guy? What is that? What is that? How do you do? What is that? What is emotional distress? What is that? You can do that? You can file for that, for real?
Of 2023,
and negligence? What?
Preliminary hearing led Relly to open up about the origins of the beef between them, with much of the bad blood stemming from a dispute over the late ASAP Josh's funeral costs. Even though Relly had since realized that Rocky actually did pay for the entire funeral. We were just going to link up and talk, he recalled thinking. There was a little bit of tension, so I thought there might be some roughing, but I thought we were going to walk away like brothers. Don't ever forget who introduced you to this life, he added. When I was at my lowest, you looked at me like I was a piece of shit. In the same hearing, Relly suggested that there was a financial side to the beef. When Deputy District Attorney Paul Brzelemek asked how money was distributed within ASAP, he declared it's not, testifying that his income now comes from real estate in Costa Rica, private equity deals, and unspecified investments. Even as he denied being jealous of his old friend, Efron admitted that Myers made open-ended promises to support potential business ventures, then never followed through. Efron felt once Myers made it big, he forgot about the group that helped him succeed. Later, after the hearing, Relly took to IG to suggest he was suffering from ongoing mental anguish over what happened.
What is happening right now? So this nigga was mad he wasn't getting paid, and it almost ended. So this nigga was so mad he wasn't getting paid, it almost ended up getting his head fucking blown smooth off his shoulders.
Just cause I seem better don't mean I am. I'm still struck by what happened. PTSD ain't no joke. But not everyone was impressed. Rocky's attorney, Joe Tacopina, later responded to his claim in a statement to XXL stating, "The claim is ridiculous, and obviously an excuse for his poor performance on the witness stand yesterday," he responded. In any event, this is the first time that he's making that claim, which is obviously an attempt to create damages where none exist. While Rocky was free on bail of $550,000 almost immediately, his lawyer then tried to get the case dismissed, but this was unsurprisingly overturned.
We had an argument on motions to dismiss. We were not overly optimistic. The burden was very high for the defense and these things, but we did feel we had some issues regarding our limitations on cross-examination.
So he get paid from real estate in Costa Rica. So this nigga was just mad he wasn't getting paid. What the fuck are we doing? So this nigga was just mad he wasn't getting paid. He was gonna take that risk of well, let me put myself in his shoes. Actually, no, cause like I don't even get it, bro. There wasn't no better way of saying that. He said once ASAP got big, he just forgot about the group. ASAP Rocky has been big for fucking years. You telling me just now? Well, I guess in 2021. No, he was still big for years. Nah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying that shit.
During the preliminary hearing, but the judge,
But I ain't gonna take no sides. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, listen, it just don't make sense.
I think said correctly, we'll have our chance to continue with vigorous cross-examination during the trial. And we understood the likelihood of success on this motion was slim at this stage. It's just all part of the process. We had to make the motion, obviously, to secure and preserve the record. We did it. We've always
shout out Alberto Del Rio.
We know we're going to trial in this case, and that's what's going to happen. So we'll be ready.
Actually, no, don't shout out Alberto Del Rio. I was making a joke. That was actually kind of racist. Now that I'm saying that. Just keep it going.
For that moment.
At this stage, legal experts weighed in on Rocky's chances of beating the whole thing, and due to the fact that there was once again video footage, they thought it was a tall order for him to completely beat.
Joe's pretty confident that he's going to be able to come up with something here, and that, Relly has a background or a motive here that's going to be exposed. But I mean, just based on the preliminary hearing, I mean, we saw the videos of this. The evidence is pretty stark here. He might have to really work some magic, Joe might, to get an acquittal.
As a result, there was no shortage of surprise when, as trial got underway, Rocky rejected a plea deal that would have resulted in 6 months of jail time.
I don't get how it even gets to that point though, bro. Like, I don't know. Have y'all ever heard niggas say you can't mix business and friendships? But if y'all was really locked in like that, like why he even gotta pull the big bitch out? Why you gotta do that? And why did that nigga not bring that shit up earlier? He been getting paid. If you was that mad, this is all over a funeral cost.
Instead, he now faced up to 24 years in prison if convicted.
Oh my god. Bro, that makes my heart drop. Bro, you're facing up to 24 years. You're facing up to 24 years. Even if that nigga said, I sentenced you to 3 years, to 3 years in prison. Nigga, 3 years? And I fell down to my knees when the law came. The fact that all this is over money, bro, money is so crazy. Like, to really think about it, bro, money is insane. It's crazy how money is like one of the most important things of life. Like, dead ass. Money, bro, is one of the most important things of life. And it's crazy because it's just a little fucking piece of paper. But if you don't got enough pieces of paper, you're gonna live a completely different life than a nigga that do have a bunch of pieces of. It's fucking weird, bro. Especially when like y'all is homies too, cause he was making it sound like they was together for a minute. Bros fall out too. What Summer say?
As the news spread, some people felt like he was standing on business.
if there was actual footage, because I seen it. Didn't they say there was footage or something like that?
The video that I saw though, there's a lot of like shoving back and forth. You can't really make out a lot, but I don't know. There is video.
He must know without a doubt that he's gonna get off, because you know, you think about it, they basically gonna give you 180 days, which is still time.
Yeah.
But in LA, they commute everybody's sentence because the jails are overpopulated, right? So most people in LA only do a percentage of the time.
I hope Rocky knows something we don't know.
Yeah.
Because I would have took that deal.
Yeah, I would've took
I'm
that
not
deal
risking
too.
being away from Rihanna for 25 years.
However, other sources have suggested that the real reason he has maintained his innocence is to keep his lucrative deals in place. This would effectively end his career because he would lose all of his endorsement contracts, including Gucci, Puma, the Met Gala, and most importantly, he would not be able to tour and his career would be over.
So he could either take 180 or he could take 25. So he can take 180 and lose all his deals, or risk 24 if he become, bro. Oh my, yo, this is like a Netflix, bro. I gotta sit up. I'm sorry. This is like a Netflix movie. So he could either take 3 months. Wait, is 180? Wait, that's not 3 months. That's 6 months. He could either take 6 months of jail or prison, or he can risk 24 years to prove that he's innocent.
But now reporters have speculated that this might have been a misfire, with the prosecutors allegedly advising his family that he should have taken the easy way out. All of the prospective jurors are out of the courtroom on a break, and one of the prosecutors basically told ASAP Rocky's mom and sister that Rocky should have taken the plea deal. DDA John Lewin mentioned Rocky's career. I just hope that he's evaluating everything. To many, this did seem like a short-sighted move when you could have done a much shorter bid. Insane. You are rich, famous, have a wifey that's worth $1 billion and young kids. 180 days is the lightest work ever. Crazy gamble.
I saw that ASAP Rocky turned down the plea deal.
The lightest, okay, the lightest work ever. That's a little bit of a stretch, but what? That's like the Luka and AD trade. They traded, no, it's not. Huh? No, it's not. That's not like that at all. The prosecutors basically just went to this family and told his family, like, hey, that just fucked up.
Deal. 3 years probation. Turned that down, and he's facing up to 24 years. If I'm Rocky, I would have took that 180 days and sat my ass down, and that would have been the end of that.
So
meanwhile, others feel.
So can he ever like? So is that like he didn't take that shit, so he just never going, like, that offer still not on the table? Like, is that offer still on the table though? Like, what if like the day before he was like, actually I will take that plea deal?
Meanwhile, others feel it's due to his certainty and his capacity to beat it. If they're taking 24 years but offer a 6-month plea deal, that means they don't have shit. They just want him to plead out. As the courtroom battle got underway, the prosecutor relayed Relly's versions of events.
He was asleep around 9:00 p.m. when he started receiving a series of urgent messages from not only from Mr. Mayers, but from the 2 other men that were with him, ASAP Hills and ASAP.
And just so you can keep an ear out, Mr. Mayers is ASAP Rocky, the defendant, and Terrell Relly, I can't remember his last name now, is the victim.
And you'll hear that he received a number of calls kind of back to back to back from the 3 of them. Now, he didn't answer those calls because he was sleeping, but when he ultimately woke up, he saw that he had a number of missed calls. He also received text messages.
Why don't they just play ASAP Rocky music like how they did in the Boondocks? I think my cup is getting muddy or buggy. It's that crush, so they love it. Like, we could, like, you know what I mean? We could do that too.
From Mr. Mayers that were aggressive, seeking a confrontation with him, asking him where he was.
My pistol go hey me bang 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 bang. My pistol go hey me bang bang bang. I said her pistol go hang me. I'm like, alright, shit, not guilty.
Mr. Mayers is on the left side of this conversation. Where are you at? Let's get to it. Stop ducking my calls. The messages that the victim's receiving are instantly aggressive towards him.
They allege that a call occurred when they agreed to meet at the W, and that Relly felt that they were going to have a verbal confrontation that would amend their relationship.
And you can see that Ills is the first one to intervene to try to separate the 2 of them. And then at the very bottom of the screen, you see...
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no.
Welby putting his hand to try to also intervene and help separate.
So this video, in my opinion, you can see their facial features a lot more. And so this is going to be the one they're going to help use to identify who's who, I think, which is why the defense couldn't just say it wasn't me. Because
is this at a hot dog stand? What type of camera? I look like a fly on the wall, nigga. What the fuck?
All the security footage, so they had to have a different defense, and we'll see if they can show that there's some truth to that, which again, we'll have to wait and see.
From there, they sought to fill in the blanks of what the cameras couldn't catch.
During the period of time that they are off screen is when the defendant first produces that semi-automatic pistol from his waistband. He pulls it out of his waistband and he's holding it to Mr. Efron. Mr. Efron will tell you that the defendant pointed the gun at his chest and was essentially trying to point the gun around Ills, who was between them. That at the time that he was pointing the gun at Mr. Efron, he was also threatening Mr. Efron. I'm gonna kill you. Keep in mind, these men have known each other for a long time. And Mr. Efron will tell you, in his state of mind, he never believed that he was going to be shot.
But ultimately, they still couldn't really clarify what actually occurred, which is definitely the weakest part of their argument.
Would
y'all slime me like that? I'm not saying ASAP did it, but let's me and you that's watching this right now. You made it all the way here, all the way to this part of the vid. Would you slime me like that? Because I'd probably slime you like that. I probably would. No, I'm playing. I fuck with you. But they just have no evidence. There's no footage anywhere. Right?
Mr. Efron
like I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Injured by this shooting.
This look like ghost hunting footage, nigga. Like I don't even know what this is.
He has these injuries to the middle knuckle.
What this
one
mean?
Of his hands.
What does this mean? What does this mean? He punched him?
Mr. Efron will tell you that at the time.
So just to my untrained eye, that doesn't look like it was caused by a bullet. I guess it could have been, and we'll maybe hear from that. It definitely looks more like, I mean, I guess if you punch somebody, you wouldn't, I guess you could scrape these knuckles if you punch somebody, but more likely, like if you fell on the ground, we saw multiple people falling on the ground in the video, you scraped it on that, you could have scraped it on anything.
With Relly claiming that the bullet grazed him and led to a burning sensation to his hand, his lawyer even conceded that perhaps those wounds weren't caused by the bullet. But they said that this wasn't what the jury was there to determine, and that because Rocky discharged the gun, he'd still broken the law. Ultimately, the most concrete piece of evidence they have is the surveillance footage.
Okay. So they pressed him a little bit. And then ASAP, he clutched it. I don't know what the like this right here. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at right here. Yeah. Is that a car? Is that a car? A UFO? What the fuck is that? A train? I don't even know what just happened. Like, what is this show right here?
There are still blanks to fill in. For example, there is no sound.
Oh,
they claim that Mr. Myers pointed a gun at Mr. Efron's chest, threatened him, and said, "I'm going to kill you." On the other hand, there's a 911 call that surfaced, which seemed to corroborate the idea that shots were fired.
Hi, I live in the apartment on the corner of Argyle and Selma in Hollywood, and there's just been a shooting.
So at 10:18 p.m., LAPD receives this call that there's been a shooting at the intersection of Argyle and Selma. The call continues though.
Did you see the person? Yes. No,
I think so. So the whole thing is they just don't know if he shot at that nigga. Like so they basically saying ASAP Relly got shot. No, he got shot at and it grazed his finger. What if Rocky was like bluffing? Either way, I'm sure that's still you still can't discharge the weapon, right? I watched enough motherfucking Netflix to know that. He said shot his hand and it gave him a hot sensation. Is that lying? I don't know, bro. I'm just 24 years. It's crazy.
Watched it. Okay, what did you see?
What?
There were 4 men, and they were kind of fighting as they were walking along Argyle, and then they turned left onto Selma. We were yelling, and they started running, and they turned left into the back lot apartments or El Centro apartments.
Now, the 4 men that you see on that screen will be the 4 men that we'll talk about in a minute. They were the 4 that were at that location.
But because of how flimsy certain elements of the evidence are, it's led to a dubious view of his case, with many believing that Relly was merely trying to get a bag and it just went a little too far.
I feel like there's a chance that Rocky could really get caught up and do some time.
Now, this is a criminal case or a civil case?
This is, I believe it's criminal, bro.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
it's criminal now. They filed.
It's criminal, yeah. So this is
like
not...
Rocky has been getting money. There's no way just now you'd start getting mad about this getting money just now because he's been getting money. I'm not dick riding or nothing.
It's not what you want. It's not what you want.
Yo, man.
And the guy coming after Rocky, what's his name? ASAP something. One of them ASAPs.
But then Rocky put that shit out on a lifelong, like, it's just. We're never getting that album. That's not, you know what I mean? That's not what matters right now. But that is kind of that's not what matters.
I think it's Relly, yeah.
Never heard of him, but he's definitely trying to get some paper. That's coming next.
Of course.
Oh, you got a child with a billionaire?
Pay out.
And you did what? And what happened? Ow, my hand. Ouch.
My neck.
Yeah,
I need that.
That's not what you want.
They have no gun. They have no proof he shot a real gun. The accuser didn't call the police when going back to the crime scene, and he picked up the evidence himself. The accuser went to the authorities after trying to extort money from the defendant. But that doesn't mean it's—
Whoa. When did that last part happen? When did that last part happen? What?
Smooth sailing for Rocky and his team. The day before the trial commenced, prosecutors dropped the bombshell by revealing a ballistics report that could link the hip-hop star to the gun he's accused of firing at a former friend. They also presented 2 spent shell casings that may have come from the same weapon, adding even more weight to the case against him. This 28-page document hadn't been admitted as evidence before, which meant that lead defense attorney Joe Tacopina was left enraged by its sudden appearance.
I'm trying to keep my composure. I don't know if I've ever been this upset in a court in my whole career.
So they're trying to give him like attempted?
This is not great. It's not fair again.
But Judge Mark Arnold didn't agree with this assessment, stating it's not a smoking gun. It doesn't mean that your client is guilty. In terms of Joe's defense of Rocky, he claimed it was a starter pistol he carried as a deterrent, even though it was perfectly legal for Rocky to have a firearm.
Again, I don't respect. You need to hide a gun, carry a legal gun. He was licensed to carry.
This nigga is moving at 3 frames per
Rocky
second.
fired that prop gun, that starter gun, that makes it sound just like a real gun. Tacopina informed the jury. He fired it twice, hoping the sound would be enough to scare off Relly and protect Ills. In addition, the lawyer also read out text from Relly, which seemed to be threatening Rocky in the same way that he alleges it was done to him.
I'm trying to play both sides, but it's just like I just don't get it. This is all over a funeral cost, or this is all over either a funeral cost or just money. Either way doesn't fucking make sense. Cause he said my only form of income is getting real estate from Costa Rica. That sounds great to me, nigga. That sounds amazing. So what if your homie is a millionaire and your homie's wife is a fucking billionaire? Maybe he's just trying to get bread. Or maybe Ace, I don't know. Maybe Rocky was just tweaking. I don't know. I just want the album. I just want to do the reaction, dude.
Really told his friend that Rocky was a piece of shit and declared, I'm gonna beat this nigga up.
Okay.
It's funny. They showed you a lot of text messages. I didn't see that one.
Then, there was the small matter of the fact that the shell casing was allegedly acquired by the victim himself.
That he came back to the area an hour later with his girlfriend Lydia Parker, and that while they were there, he quickly found 2 shell casings that Rocky fired right there, and he found them. And then he videotaped them. An hour later. You will see that story fall apart so hard. Why?
Wait, so he is lying?
Evidence will show you that well before Relly returned to the area, 7 police officers, that's like a SWAT team, 7 police officers arrived at that same spot.
No way. That did not. No, he did not. No, he's lying.
On the scene.
He did not go back. Yo, he went back and picked up the evidence. What? That's like busting a nut in where was I going with that?
Carefully searched every inch of that area.
Pause.
I could not believe what I heard.
In his estimation, the fact that the authorities found nothing made it clear that there was foul play on Relly's part.
The police are searching with flashlights. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 right there right now. There were 7, there's another one here. This is where the alleged tussling was with Relly and Hills. Rocky's here.
He went back and picked
here.
up
Here's the corner they came
so
around.
He's lying.
This is where Relly as he comes back an hour later and picks it up. And here's the landmark. Look, this is the corner that they all came around, right here. And this is where it all started.
Reportedly, Joe plans to call 2 witnesses during the trial to testify the firearm seen in security footage was a starter pistol. Because of these various holes in the case, it has led some legal experts to suggest that the prosecution doesn't have enough evidence and that the prosecutors are scrambling to find any degree of credibility.
Well, that's where it gets interesting, because his attorney, Joe Tacopina, he argued during this preliminary hearing that there wasn't enough evidence. And one of the things that he said was there was a detective that testified that Rocky was seen on other surveillance footage holding a gun in his hand during the altercation. Tacopina says that's not his client, that this surveillance video allegedly shows an area near this fight. This is different surveillance footage, and there are 2 loud pops that can be heard, but you don't actually see the shooting. What you do see is a man running around the corner, then appears to slow down to a walking pace. The detective says that is ASAP Rocky because they compared that, a still image of the CCTV footage of this guy in a sweatshirt, can't see his face, holding what appears to be a gun, with another image from a video where you see his face, but you don't see the gun. They say it's Rocky. So they're combining these images.
Yo, this is crazy. I can only just like imagine putting myself in his shoes. Like, imagine if that was Rocky, right? He came across the corner, he was running and then he stopped and started walking. Now you have to convince niggas that you're telling the truth. Like, that's actually you. I couldn't do that, bro. That would actually make me so mad. Because imagine if that was actually you, right? And niggas go to the stand and they're like, nah, he up here. He's the one up here. He's the one right here, holding this. Look, you can see he's not moving. But I can't act a fool, but I love to... Objection. I want to say at least one of those. I ain't gonna lie. I always want to say that shit. Objection. This nigga's lying.
They say it's Rocky. So they're combining these images, and they don't have a clear video of the shooting. They don't have a clear video of ASAP Rocky, firing the gun and doing this, because that would be probably a smoking gun.
ASAP Relly finds the shells in the dark that officers couldn't find. ASAP Relly waited to be treated when he's out of LA and in New York. Prosecution edits parts of the video. Prosecution claims officers couldn't find which spot to search when they were in the same area as Relly. I can't believe this case made it this far. In addition to the relatively thin case from the prosecution, there's also the mounting political pressure being applied to the case over the fact that even though it's held in LA, there are no black jurors. As a result, Reverend Al Sharpton has gotten involved. Out of 106 people called to potentially sit as jurors in ASAP Rocky's trial in Los Angeles, there are only 4 black people.
That is pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's literally Black History Month. What the fuck? Why are there only 4? No, actually, that's actually pretty fucking wild. But I am being serious. It is Black History Month. How are there only 4 black people on?
I have been closely in touch with ASAP Rocky's friends. How? And though I don't know the particulars of the trial, I do know he deserves to be judged fairly by his peers, as is his constitutional right.
How is there only 4? Whoever put the list together, you tell me they didn't look at the list and they was like, I don't think this diverse enough. Damn, we can't get no represents. That would be the only fair way, though.
It's absolutely ridiculous that the jury would not be fair and representative, so as to deprive ASAP Rocky of a fair trial. When we have 4 black people in the city of Los Angeles out of 106, and exactly 0 within the first 30 possible candidates for the jury, something appears to be very wrong with the system.
Oh, wow.
He concluded by confirming that he is monitoring the situation. He expects Rocky to receive fair and representative justice. Interestingly, Rocky is being aided by Al Sharpton, a man that he once said he would never be when it came to cultural and social issues
What the fuck?
facing the black community during an interview years back. So every time something happens because I'm black, I gotta stand up? What the fuck am I? Al Sharpton now? I'm ASAP Rocky. I don't want to talk about no fucking Ferguson because I don't live over there. I live in Soho and Beverly Hills. I can't relate. While this interview snippet has resurfaced on social media, it doesn't change the fact that Rocky was a young man when he said it and has since grown a lot. Likewise, he is still entitled to a fair trial, no matter his views. Above all, ASAP Rocky's trial differs from other cases we've seen in hip-hop as of late, particularly due to the distinct lack of sympathy for Relly and the fact that he cooperated.
Unlike the Tory Lanez thing, because
shit, I don't know if I can watch. I don't know if I can watch it. I don't know if I can watch Academics right now. I'm just, hey, we all seen the Discord call. Hold on, I'm just gonna put my face. We all seen the Discord call.
Because we're dealing with men here and not women. With women, obviously, I guess I'm trying to say there's less sympathy for a guy who gets assaulted by another guy, even if he does show up and testify. Every other person who's around the situation, which supposedly is majority guys, they would all be seen as snitches if they showed up to court and told on Rocky. As opposed to the whole Tory thing, you're not seen as a snitch because it's domestic violence, right? You know, like in certain situations, domestic violence, sexual assault, there is no snitching, right? It's just pursuing justice because those things have nothing to do necessarily with the streets. With this is
why did he ask that kid if he let Plaque Max? Why did he ask him if he let Plaque Max hit and have his baby? Why did he ask that? That's genuinely so weird. That's so weird.
Something that somebody could argue, this is some street shit. If Relly shows up and says, yo, he shot me, we're gonna look at Relly and be like, snitch, right? Even though, has these guys really been like street guys? I keep saying that the majority of black culture is policed by the street culture.
This isn't helped by Rocky's demeanor in court, as in the eyes of fans, he looks saddened by the whole thing more than anything else. He looks real hurt. This is such a betrayal. Nothing but a broke leech. Those text messages reveal that all he cares about is getting money from Rocky. As a result, there's no escape for Relly on social media, with people roasting him for being a rat on every post. Still, even with how the case is playing out so far,
it makes zero sense. Damn, this skip leg day. I'm sorry. It just makes zero sense to me, bro. How did all that shit happen and y'all niggas left and came back and then picked up the bullets? In what situation does that even make sense? If you're ASAP Relly, hey, y'all niggas know me. I try to play both sides, right? Shout out ASAP Rocky, music-wise, but right now I'm trying to play both sides. That literally doesn't make no sense. Why would he do that?
There's no denying that Rocky is taking the gamble. Rather than sit
back, just collect bullets on his spare time? Like, nigga, what? He left and came back. What, he forgot his sweatshirt? And he said, oh shit, I dropped that too. What the fuck happened? How did that happen? Why are you doing it?
Down for 180 days, there's no denying that Rocky is taking the gamble. Rather than sit down for 180 days, he has opted to fight tooth and nail to prove that he is innocent. Let's just hope that it pays off for him and that the life he built isn't suddenly left in tatters.
Man, how do y'all feel about the case, man? Y'all think y'all on ASAP Relly's side? Y'all on ASAP Rocky's side? All success in whatever they do to the side, case to case. Whose side do y'all think y'all on? I really do. I think I'm on Rocky's side because that literally doesn't make no sense. Why would you do that? And they said he went and got treated. They said they tried to get money. Then he said, fuck that. I'm taking your black ass to jail. I don't know, bro. It just doesn't make sense. It just don't make sense, bro. Money is a hell of a thing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. What do y'all think? Would y'all would have take the 180 or would y'all take the 25? That nigga must be really confident if he taking that 25. That's a crazy gamble, nigga. Insane gamble. 25 years is wild, nigga. That's a quarter of your life. Let me know what other videos y'all want me to react to. Follow my Instagram at ChaltomCTG. Click one of these two. Click this right here. Until next time. 25 years is wild.